Hello, I'm Murray Newlands. Welcome to another episode of Performance Marketing Insider TV. Today I'm speaking with Greg Shepard. He is the CEO of Affiliate Traction, the largest performance marketing agency in the world. They do everything from affiliate management through to brand management and actually producing their own technologies to both help the brands and publishers get more from their work in the industry. Greg, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
So I was reading through your site and I understand that Clickless Tracking is something that you guys are passionate about. You're creating technology in the space and really something that you're trying to promote as a way for everyone to do better. Please tell me more about that.
Sure. What we found out is that in the social media arena, which is enormous. I mean, there's so much traffic out there in social media, and nobody's figured out how to catch this traffic. And what I mean by social is I'm going to go ahead and include things like instant message,
Yeah.
email, text messaging, even somebody calling and saying, "Hey, listen, I want to buy a pair of Skechers. Hey, I just bought a pair. Go to Skechers and use this code."
Right.
Because there's no click in these things, and because you can't put tracking links inside of social media, it limits your ability to capture revenue from those channels. So what we started to do is we started to think, well, how can we capture the revenue from those channels and still attribute that to affiliates? Well, affiliates right now have big lists of followers and likes and people that track them, and they have to send that traffic to their website where it gets diluted, and then eventually it goes to maybe a different merchant than that one that they were promoting inside of their social media.
Absolutely.
So by giving a certain affiliate an exclusive code, meaning this code is owned by that affiliate. Now that doesn't mean that that code has to be a consumer offer. It can just be a tracking code.
Yeah.
And that tracking code is owned by that affiliate. So as long as that consumer uses that tracking code that's owned by that affiliate inside of that network, then that transaction is tracked to that affiliate. So you can track now things without a click, meaning clickless tracking.
And how does this protect affiliates?
It protects a lot of affiliates from lost traffic that isn't being tracked. You know, a tremendous amount of traffic where the affiliates have been given a code. A certain affiliate has negotiated with an agency or a merchant to get a certain code that's to be used by that affiliate specifically for that consumer offer in that specific publisher location. Maybe their Facebook or their Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever it is that they're doing.
Right.
And because there's no click, a lot of that traffic gets lost because it has to first pick up a link, meaning it has to go to the publisher's website or somewhere pick up a link. And majority of the time, the people go directly to the consumer, to the merchant's website and purchase from there using that code, and therefore the affiliate doesn't get credit for the transaction. But now, as soon as the code is put in, the code triggers the pixel instead of the cookie triggering the pixel. Therefore, the transaction still gets tracked to that particular publisher. Now, the other side of that scenario, too, is that on the merchant side, this becomes very valuable to the merchant because the merchant now knows that only this affiliate is going to get compensated for that code. So it limits the abuse of codes by affiliates that are not authorized to use that code.
Excellent. And I see that you're also you're going to be the main sponsor for the new Performance Marketing Insights event happening in New York in the spring.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
We are very excited about this. The A4U show out there in Performance Marketing Insights in the UK
Yep.
is such a classy show. It really steps up to the plate in terms of what I think our channel is supposed to be about. High level of integrity, class, and really sort of outperforming the other channels. And the show that we have currently in the US, I think, um, lacks some of that. And I think that this show brings a level to this where you sort of experience the kind of professionalism that that I think we should come to expect in this channel. I mean, it is an enormous channel, one out of four large channels that are out there, and I think that the Performance Marketing Insights will bring to the U.S. the kind of experience that we get in the UK.
Interesting, because you obviously do a lot in Europe as well. So, where are you seeing expansion? What are you seeing as hot right now?
It's interesting. Canada is on fire. We opened up Canada, and the interesting thing is that 87% of people 27 or older shop online, and the 90 something percent of the population has broadband because the country used tax dollars to put that in, and so you have this country with a population equal to the Australian population, and cities spread out all over the place. Very large country with people spread out all over, and so you have an increase in online buying. They've had double-digit growth for the last 3 years, and we're seeing that happen. And it's not just us. AvantLink just opened up a network out there. Impact Radius opened up a network out there. LinkShare's out there.
Yeah.
We're starting to see a lot of growth in that market. I think that's very, very exciting. And then, of course, Australia, which we're going to be engaging in. Australia is another hotspot. I think it's doing really, really well, growing really fast. A little more. A little more behind in terms of some of the advancements that we have in the U.S. and the U.K., but the rate at which they catch up in Canada and also in Australia to where these other two markets that are just more seasoned are it's 10 times faster. It's easier for them to learn from what we've done than for us to have learned the first time.
And once again, very dispersed marketplace, so e-commerce shopping makes a lot of sense if you live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it just makes a lot of sense. And of course, the e-commerce shoppers have a tradition of wanting to compare prices and unlimited inventory in the comfort of their home. And it just makes sense. I think those two markets are uh, really incredible. And I think that the United Kingdom is experiencing sort of a rebirth. I think that there was this expansion of multiple networks, and then I think that the problem was nobody really knew how to work with multiple networks, and then you had this contract. And now I think that people are starting to notice, oh, there is a way to do this effectively. And now you start to see people looking at multiple networks because they canceled them before, not because they weren't producing revenue, but because it was producing problems and they couldn't figure out those. So a lot of that is starting to change, and you start to see this rebirth of new things, and that's happening in the United States as well, and also in the United Kingdom with regards to the new data analytics is showing us, and merchants trying to figure out how to use that analytics, in terms of new versus returning customers, multiple touch points on customers, your lifetime values, things like this are starting to tell stories that allow us to further groom the transactions that we bring on to consumers, allowing us to trump the other channels because the affiliate channel is more flexible and the search channel and these other channels aren't as flexible. So we're able to return these ROASs in a way that the other channels simply just can't.
Excellent. And if you're a publisher watching this and you'd like to work with you guys and maybe try out some of these offers in these new markets, how do people connect with you, Greg?
You can send me an email. My email address is Greg .Shepard SHEPARD @AFTraction AFFTRACTION.com. And you can call our office 831-535-6755 is my direct line.
Excellent, Greg. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Murray Newlands. You're watching Performance Marketing Insider TV. I'll see you next time.